She wanted him to defend her. He said nothing, so she exposed them all. Who's the real bad guy here? Welcome to Men in the Wild, where we find real examples and stories of relationship problems, and we dive deep to see what's going on beneath the surface, find out what are the lessons that man learned growing up about what it means to be a real man, how are they impacting his relationship, and how can he create change to live a life of more meaningful authenticity, connection, and power. In this week's Reddit post, we find a girlfriend who is asking the internet, am I the telling my boyfriend's friends I make twice what he does when they called me a gold digger and he didn't defend me? Girlfriend and boyfriend are at a party with all of his friends. His friends begin to misinterpret seemingly innocent things she's saying to describe her life, to assume that she is broke and makes no money, despite the fact that she makes double what he makes. And at some point, all of his friends start going in on her and calling her a gold digger. Now, she's really clear. She could feel a lot of misogyny and sexism in the room, and she looked at her boyfriend and he was totally silent. At that point, she went off on all of them, talked about how much money she made, exposed her boyfriend. He felt humiliated, and at the end of it, he was mad at her, and everyone's acting like she's the one who misbehaved. So what's going on here? We all know that phrase, rose before hose, super problematic phrase, and what's it really mean? As a man in the patriarchy, I am always loyal to other men no matter what. Men always come before women, even if it's the woman I love. We say that phrase laughingly, bros before hoes, but it's incredibly sad and devastating and problematic. But that's exactly what was going on in this story. She feels really clear in the story that all of his friends were being sexist, they were being misogynistic, they were mistreating her and misunderstanding her in a malicious way because she was a woman. And maybe they weren't aware that they were doing that, maybe they weren't doing it in a conscious way, but she's really clear that's what was happening. Now the boyfriend is sitting in the corner and he's feeling like, hey, I'm not the one doing it. So here's the bottom line in this scenario. When we are silent, when we don't intervene, we are complicit. Now here is this young man falling into this trap once again, where he believes that her whole job is to make him feel better, to make him look good, that she exists to prop up his image, which you would have to think that to find a way for him to try to make himself the victim in this scenario. The truth is he was wildly in the wrong, and he should apologize to her. He should go back and talk to those friends, and maybe he even needs a new set of friends. But listen, I get it. It's scary. Even for me, right? As men, we have been trained that we are safe and loved by other men if we collude in unkindness towards women, right? It is a way that men will bond with one another. And one of the surest things that we could do growing up to invite the violence and rejection of other men was stand up for women and respect them. Here's the bottom line for you. Are you still just going along, going with the flow, trying not to make too much of a fuss? Or are you willing to step up and intervene when you hear anybody in your life talking about or relating to women in ways that would be hurtful to the person that you love? If we are going to be men living in purpose, living in integrity, living in authenticity, then we have to speak up even when it costs us some friendship. I know that can be scary, so don't worry. Tomorrow we're going to talk about some strategies we can use for intervening with men in our life. And if you're willing, drop into the comments and let me know. Have you had a scenario in which a man has stood up for you? And if you're a man, have you ever done this, and what did it cost you? Let me know in the comments, and as always, follow for more.